Hi, my name is Andrew, and today I'm going to show you how to tie a prusik knot two different ways and a Blake's hitch. After you have, and I work personally off of one line. After you have, the line already set in the tree, or you just throw it up there, you get weight on the end of it and it's come down. I work off of my tail end. I like to. If you have a second rope with like spliced eyes or anything like that, then it's easier. But if you want, you can make with two double fisherman's knots, and you can make a closed loop system. So, like, let's say you wanted to do a prusik. The easiest way is with one of these, and it's just a series of like wraps. So you'll start like this, and you'll go through it once to make a loop, and then you go through it twice. Normally people go through it 3 times because it has a lot of grip. And you'll use a prusik for ascending or descending in a tree, and basically, or if you're rock climbing or whatever. But it's a very handy knot. Very, very handy knot. And then, so once, normally what most people do is 3 wraps, but just for the sake of video, I'll just do 2. You just pass it through one more time on the loop, and it'll look like this. This is with 2 passes, and then we'll have this in the back. And then what you'll do is you can then hook it, onto your carabiner like this. Make sure that your knot is dressed and set. And then there you go. So this one is a little bit long, but if you are making your own closed loop, always have this off to the side. Never have this down by the carabiner, because then it could undo the knot, and yeah, you wouldn't want to hurt yourself. So that's one way to tie a prusik. Now that's just, now that I'm done with the next piece of rope, I don't use this. I just did this just to show everybody. I like to use tail end, but we'll start off with the Blake's hitch, because that was one way of the prusik, but normally people will do the prusik with closed loop systems. I haven't seen it done the way I do it, but that's the way I've been climbing for years. But Blake's hitch, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 wraps around, and you'll go, here's your line, you'll go behind it from right here, you'll go behind it, and then what you'll do is you'll come up the first 2, pull it out. And after you get it a little snug, you just sit back in it, and that's how you tighten this one. Because if not, it'll bind up. If you go and you tighten it, and then you pull. Of course, after you go and tie a knot, the system like this, you'll put figure 8 or a half hitch behind it, or whatever. But yeah, it holds. And then on all these systems, what you'll do is, it's called hunching. You'll pull down on the rope and push up, you know. So if you're laying down like this, pull down, and it's like a thrusting motion. Pull down with your hips, and you thrust your hips up, and then what you can do is rappel down afterwards. Now, my personal favorite, Blake's hitch is nice. It's a good, very good knot. Very easy to undo. Sometimes the prusik, the way that I tie it, after it has a lot of tension on it, it cinches up. So they all have their pros and cons. Just whichever you prefer. But using it. But another way that I like to do it is the prusik, and I'll start off, and you have to mirror both ways. So I'll start off with my line coming to the middle, and I'll go and make one pass, make another one, and I'm keeping it kind of tight the whole time. And I'm only going to do 2 loops. I'm about 200 pounds, and this holds me. But you do descend a lot faster with less wraps, I will say that. So you can do 2 wraps right here. If you want to, you can do more. I'm just going to do it for the video. But if you do the 2, you'll pass it under this part, then you'll go over, and we're going to mirror it. It's going to look the exact same. So it's going to go over 1 and 2, and it's going to come down like this in the middle. Okay, we're going to dress it like this, so that way we'll have our prusik with 1 rope, with an open system. And okay, we'll just tie a figure 8. Oh. Or a fisherman's knot, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you have a good stopper knot, you know, at the end. It's not going anywhere. So once you have it like this, then and also with less wraps, it's a lot easier to push up. It doesn't cinch down. So you'll push up like this. So I'm sitting on it. It holds your weight. This is how I've climbed for the past 4 years, is with this knot. Take down, spiking a tree, and then whenever I was hunching to go up a tree. This is the knot. This is the way I've always done it, and it's super easy. Ascending, descending. This is the way I like to personally go, because you can rely on this knot. You can trust this knot with your life. I practiced it a few times before you actually, went ahead and used it in an application, especially if your life's depending on it. But yeah, it's just strictly informational purpose. So yeah, but as far as for rock climbing and tree climbing, this knot is excellent, especially for those that are just getting into those 2 hobbies, either rock climbing or tree climbing, whether it's for a profession or a hobby. But this knot is a must, because it's just phenomenal, and it's never let me down. Thank you.